Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Gozi and this is Chat with Gozi. If you're here to subscribe, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post any new video. Guys, a lot happened today and Ilebaye is probably at the verge of getting either disqualified or having two strikes thereabouts because but let's start from the very beginning. So in my last video, I told you guys about how Doyin was upset with Cross. Yes. So let's start off from there. Doyin insulted Cross and all that saga, and Sissy wasn't cool with it. She was even telling White Money that Doyin talks anyhow and Doyin does not listen to other people's point of view. Doyin just goes off, and she has told Doyin before, and she's still going to talk to Doyin about it because she does not talk behind people's backs. And then she went to the room and Doyin started talking about how Cross is stupid and all that, and they started gisting. Yes, but we did not really hear the full depth of their conversation. It was even this night after the fight we realized that Sissy had brought up that whole Cross thing and they had spoken about it. Let's come back to real time now. It was at this point in time that Sissy even mentioned eviction jury. Yes, that she heard that they're doing eviction jury. Now, I saw a lot of things online. People are saying that Sissy is biggest pet, that Sissy knows everything. You guys, the first set of people to bring this up that started talking about this was Fraud and Mercy. Yes, and then White Money. And Sissy now is saying it, reiterating what these people have said. That's why she said she heard. She even called names that she heard that Ozo would be part of the eviction jury. Wahala deal. Now, Doyin at that point in time even made her understand that with that whole tampon thing that was going on, when she called Venita, she actually went to show Venita her own tampon so that Venita would see that it is not the same tampon that they found. Meaning, if Doyin has exonerated herself, that means the person that did it was Ilebaye. Meaning, Doyin was like all fingers points to Ilebaye. Meaning, Doyin was doing all that protection thing just because she wanted to protect Ilebaye. By the way, this Doyin and Ilebaye, they are not in speaking terms. So yes, they are not talking. I'll tell you why later in the video. So the party happened and the DJ was DJ Neptune and he did a fantastic job. Yes, the party was all vibes. We had White Money and Messi kissing. We had Cross and Ilebaye kiss. Like, I'm like, what's happening here? So this season now we've had three kisses. Yes, the first one that opened the show was the Somgel ship, which is Soma and Angel. Well, the party happened and it was all fun. And Lekon even tweeted, he was like, "Bomb bomb, just the waste anyhow. Can never be me, Sha." And yes, during his season, he was particular about bomb bomb. Now let's get to the main gist of this video. Yeah, before I talk about the fight, I forgot to tell you people that a lot happened during the party. Yes, things like Tolani Bad pulling Princess away from Neo. Yes, so voila deal. Things like that happened. And after that one, we literally saw her telling Neo that she likes him. She did not even want them to talk about that. And just them basically talking about two of them. So only God know what Neo go do now. Well, Neo told her that she stooped so low doing that because she knows that he is like she's his G and all that. Let's talk about the fights now. That one be the cocoa. So what happened basically? Now let's do a throwback to yesterday. I did not mention it because I felt no jig, like it's not strong. Apparently, it led to this whole drama. Now, Neo and Doyin had a misunderstanding, and we know in that house, Ilebaye's person in that house has been Doyin. Now, when they had that misunderstanding, Doyin called Neo for them to have a talk, but there was no head or tail there. Apparently, Neo and Ilebaye spoke. And then Ilebaye was like that she spoke with Neo that it's obvious that Doyin, like she was telling Doyin now, that it's obvious that Doyin has not gotten over the whole issue and all that, that she should speak with Neo. And Doyin was like, okay, when you spoke with him, what exactly did you say for you to be saying, I need to speak to him again? And Ilebaye was telling her, it's not in my place to say. And this got Doyin upset because Doyin felt like, oh, when you were having issues with the same boy and when you were having issues in the house, it was in my place to tell you what they were saying, and it was in my place to defend you and all that. But now when it's my turn, you can't defend me. So that was the this thing. And two of them, it wasn't like they went at each other and all, but two of them, it's obvious that it was a thing of day my day, because you're not returning back the friendship I'm giving to you. Now that happened. Today, Ilebaye has been on her own. Doyin has been on her own. Even that fight with Cross, Ilebaye did not ask Doyin how she felt. This is the same Ilebaye that was telling people that when she's in an argument, that they don't come to tell her, ask her how she feels. That it's only Doyin that does that for her. Now she did not return the same energy back to Doyin. Personally, I like when you return energy. Yes, I cannot be giving you 100% and you are giving me 10%. It does not really make sense. So coming back to real time now, Ilebaye, after the party and all that, she started crying. Yes, she was crying. She was just basically talking to Neo at first, then later I started talking to Pere, then at some point Alex came, she hugged Alex and was saying when I needed you, I not see you, blah blah blah. She was crying. Now why was she crying in essence? She was crying over Doing. Yes, over her friendship with Doing, over the fact that they are not speaking and all that serere. At that same moment, Doyin was having a conversation with Mercy, Princess, and Sissy. Now they were talking about Ilebaye, how Ilebaye was not showing up for her the way she was showing up for Ilebaye. Yes, how Ilebaye was not a good friend to her and all that. And for Sissy, Sissy is like they should have a conversation that she should talk to Ilebaye. But Mercy and Princess were like, no, that should not happen and all that. That is Ilebaye that is meant to come to her and all that. Like just basically trying to let her know that she needs to be calling Ilebaye's bullshit as Ilebaye does them. How as that happened though? So while they were doing all that, doing at some point was like, I beg, she's not even going to go to Ilebaye because if you look at it, it was Ilebaye that did her wrong. So it's Ilebaye that's meant to come to her. Now, when Ilebaye was crying, what was on my mind was, doing is over there. If you feel like you miss your friendship and all that, you go to her. There's nothing there because if we look at it, in that house, the person I would say has Ilebaye's back is Doyin practically takes Ilebaye's fight. Doyin puts it on her head. I remember how she was talking and saying that the housemates are trying to make the house uncomfortable for Ilebaye by talking about the new and Ilebaye's fight that happened and how she was dissing people on top of it. And how she went to the diary room to go and report and all that. Well, let me continue with the distance. So Sissy now stood up and went to Ilebaye. And she was just basically telling Ilebaye that Ilebaye should come and have a conversation with Doyin. She should come and talk with her friend Doyin. And before we knew what was happening, insults have started flying. Yes, Ilebaye called Sissy a bitch and it just moved from there. Now, I got a lot of insults. Yes. So for that one, two of them insulted themselves. Yes. There was beach, there was age shaming, there was slut shaming. Two of them, they insulted themselves. So for that one, for me, it's two fighting. Yes, I'm not even going to say why will Ilebaye insult Sisi like that? I'm not going to say why will Sisi insult Ilebaye like that. Two of them, they insulted themselves. However, I did not understand why it got physical. Yes, Ilebaye dragging Sisi's hair as she saw on the clip and then holding Sisi by the neck. And also from what Doyin and the rest housemates are saying, because Doyin now stepped in and all and was like telling Ilebaye, what you're doing, it does not make sense and you will regret it. And Ilebaye basically like pushed Doyin, and from I did not see her choke Doyin, like I didn't see it well, so I didn't see her choke Doyin. But Doyin is saying that Ilebaye choked her, and I'm like, this is physical violence and it is not allowed in Big Brother's house. I don't even understand. This I felt I see I've been feeling like Ilebaye has been playing a game in the house. However, I don't get how you play a game and you allow your own game to hurt you. Because at this point I'm like, what's happening here? Like, what's going on? Ilebaye wasn't meant to go physical at all. Like, there wasn't even meant to be a physical altercation. Now, Cross was drunk, and Cross tried to come and hold Sissy when Ilebaye did that stuff. But Kidwaya and Ike stopped him. Oh, yes, they pushed him. And Baba is drunk. This whole thing, is just so messy. Big Brother even called her to the diary room and all that, and she has been in the diary room for so long. And Kidwaya has been going in and out. And according to Kidwaya said Big Brother blamed him that it's his fault. And for me, that's capping big time. When everything calmed down, Doyin was talking to Sisi and she was like, for how there's something off about Kidwaya. That Kidwaya is a very dangerous person and that she feels like he has been in that diary room for like 30 minutes with Ilebaye. She's sure that he was supporting Ilebaye there, and then he will come outside and be saying a lot, different things. That Kid went ahead to tell Princess that all the girls hate her and all that. That why would he even have that conversation with Princess? Lie to Princess like that and all. That Kid is not a straightforward person and is a very dangerous person. And Sissy told her that for her, she does not trust anybody in the house because everybody is there to do their game and all that. Everybody is there to do their thing. That for how it's a thing of do your game, play your strategy, but it should not affect me. Don't insult me, don't come at me because I won't keep quiet. That for her, because when that whole Ilebaye thing was going on, Sissy was like that Ilebaye hope Biggie is saying it. That if Biggie does not react, then she will know that Biggie is partial. And at that point, I'm like, Sissy, you need to calm down. You are now overreaching. You're overreaching. Calm down. Well, at that point when she was then talking to Doyin, she was like that, yes, she wants Ilebaye to be punished. However, she would not want anybody to be disqualified on her account and all. That, yes, Ilebaye was wrong and all that, but she loves Ilebaye. That the whole thing is just funny. She just feels like Ilebaye is disrespectful and all because she does not understand. Ilebaye feels she's at a disadvantage because she's the youngest, whereas she has told Ilebaye that that is a strength. That Ilebaye is not she's not to be looked down upon and all that. But this game that she's playing are coming at her because of what? Because she told her to come speak with her friend. It does not make sense. And that is the second time Ilebaye is insulting her like that. So she just had to retaliate because at this point it would be like, okay, you don't do it the first time, do it the second time, no talk. If it's they continue. Well, she left and Doyin was now talking to T-Badge and was saying the same thing, saying that Kid is dangerous and whatnot, that there's something off about him, that he goes around saying a lot of things about her and saying that she's manipulating Ilebaye and just basically turning people against her. As they were having that conversation, Kidwire and Sissy joined in again And for Doyin was like she does not like it when everyone is against one person. And that's why she still feels like she needs to check up on Ilebaye. That she does not even know if she should go and ring on the doorbell or something. Because she wants to just know that Ilebaye is alright. This is someone that just had an issue with Ilebaye. For me, Doyin is Ilebaye's friend, and Ilebaye has not been a friend to Doyin. Yes, I cannot be fighting your battles and you cannot fight my own. Mm, yeah, so energy should be equal. The energy should be equal. That's the way me I look at it. But let me know how you see this whole fight in the comment section below. Do you think that Sisi was wrong in this whole fight? Do you think Doyin was wrong? Or do you think the fault is from Ilebaye? Well, in the conversation with Doyin T-Badge, Kidwire, and Sisi said that you are not a friend when you don't tell your friend the truth. That, for example, when Cross fucked up, she said it and people were telling her that he was drunk. And she was like, no, he should tell her in the morning that he was drunk. And that's when she would know that, okay, but for now, he fucked up. And all that you should be able to tell your friend when she fucks up. And for Kid is like that. Doyin should be able to tell Ilebaye the truth and that he feels like she's just saying it mildly and all. And for Doyin said that she will not join the whole house to be against Ilebaye and all. And Sisi was like that. The truth of the matter is that Ilebaye is Doyin has Ilebaye's back because right now, virtually everybody doesn't care about Ilebaye yet. Doyin that she just offended is still trying to check up on her and know what's up and still coming up with defenses for her. Yes, because Doyin was like that, maybe she will blame Ilebaye's um attitude tonight on alcohol and all that. So that's basically the talk that was happening. And I'm like, this matter. Well, what do I think? For me, I feel like Ilebaye deserves at least, let's say, one or two strikes. Yes, I don't think it will get disqualification, but I know that physical violence could lead to disqualification. Yes, it might just jump to disqualification, not even necessarily strike. Now, I'm seeing online plenty people saying that Sisi provoked Ilebaye. I don't feel so. But let me know if you feel she provoked Ilebaye in the comment section below. Now let's go to Twitter. With all this happening, Erica tweeted and said, I probably would have been disqualified twice, and put the whole laughing emoji. Then because of the comments that Sisi made earlier on when she was saying that Doyin spoke anyhow to Cross and all that, Amaka came out to tweet, and Amaka said, Sisi that is talking, wasn't she worse in her time? I beg make her hear word, talking to everybody anyhow, my foot. And this caused a lot of backlash to her, yes, because people came at her telling her that that was why the housemates nominated her, that was why she left in PJs, that, see, people came at her real hard. And I'm like, guys, calm down, nah, sure. It's not that deep. So someone even said that that's how she provoked Big Brother when she spoiled the microwave and all that. Moving from that, so because of all the talks in the house and how people feel like Doyin is manipulative and how she's the puppet master behind Ilebaye and how she is basically just fighting for Ilebaye and creating enemies for herself. Yes, Saif tweeted and said, Doyin Shah should watch her back. If 8 housemates are talking about you behind your back, you are not safe. Yes. And all this, one of the reason is because of Ilebaye that now decides that she cannot stand up for Doyin. Well, that's all I have for you guys on this video. But before I go, let me also tell you people that Cece and Mercy went to change their outfits that were given to them. Pere Tolani badge, and Venita did not even wear their outfits that were provided for them for the party. That's all I have for you guys. Please subscribe, share, like. Bye, guys.